How's it going, Twitch? My name is Skull, and on behalf of Soft, welcome to today's stream. Today, I am beginning the third and final game in the LoveKami trilogy. We have already gone through LoveKami Divinity Stage and LoveKami Useless Goddess, and now it is time to take on game number 3, LoveKami Healing Harem. So, let's go ahead and hop into this. Expecting this to take maybe 3 streams to get through. I've had a lot of fun with LoveKami. Moe Novel has made some great visual novels. Of course, my favorite of all time, If My Heart Had Wings. The LoveKami trilogy has been short but fun. This is some fun music. I wonder how this is going to end. Let's go ahead and hop straight into it.
神様なんていらない。人に恩恵を与え、天より見守る存在であったはずなのに、人は神様を感じられず、遠い存在になっていました。信仰に代わる価値観が生まれかけていたその時、神様たちが人々の前に姿を現しました。世に言う神様降臨です。
Yeah, remember that.
神様と人が交わって暮らすために特別法案、通称八百万措置法が成立します。神様は人を学び、人は神様を知っていく。そんな相互交流が始まり、6年が経ちました。良き神様はより強き信仰を集め、人々に慕われていきます。すべてはうまくいっているように思えました。でも、中には例外も存在します。神様の持つ特別な力は、決して良きものだけではありません。負の感情を生み、災いをもたらす、たたり神と呼ばれる神様だっていたのです。
たたり神。
お願いします。あなたのお嫁さんにしてください。
Okay, I will. Game over. We win. We definitely won. How did things get this way? I had only met this girl a few minutes ago, and now she was bowing down on the floor in front of me.
アキラ様?
Lifting her head, she gazed up at me, waiting for an answer. Miss Yukari, was it?
はい、天津ゆかりと申します。
She answered enthusiastically with her full name. You do understand what you're asking, right?
もちろんです。嫁とはすなわち妻であり、配偶者であり、永久に夫に寄り添うもの。
Hold on. You want to marry a man you just met that day? Okay, so at least she knew what she was saying. I hadn't just been imagining things. So then, why?
私とアキラ様の絆に理由など不要。そう、これは運命なのです。
What now? I almost yelled out in disbelief, but choked down my words. How could anyone call any of this destiny? But, wait. Perhaps there was somewhere I had overlooked. There was something somewhere I overlooked. Maybe I just needed to think this over again. And now we get the flashback. I am Akira Manase. I was standing in for my parents, taking care of the Kamimori Shrine and its central hall. There were lots of responsibilities when managing a shrine, but it was mostly cleaning, especially in fall when you needed to rake leaves all the time. Today's not so bad, but I am not looking forward to the rest of the fall. I complained to myself as I cleaned up the temple grounds. So there I was, raking up leaves when this Miss Yukari showed up. Can I help you? One look, and I just knew it. I could tell she was a goddess.
ちょっと待ってください。
What? Miss Yukari? This is supposed to be me recounting on my memories.
私たちの出会いはもっともっとロマンティックでスイーティーだったはずです。
Breaking
訂
the
正させて
fourth wall, I
くだ
love
さい
it.。
大事なところなんです。ここは譲れません。
That's not even the issue here. Why are you in my mind like this to begin with?
そこはほら、愛ゆえに。
That's not even an answer.
じゃあ、私が神様だからってことにしましょうよ。その方がお互いに納得できると思いますし。
Alright, fine. Whatever.
気が動転しているアキラ様もかわいい。
There's a little bit of surround sound. Since she's on that side of the screen, the audio's coming out of this side of the headphones. Yeah, just get on with your fixes already.
では訂正しますね。おー、麗しき姫よ。お加減が優れないご様子ですが大丈夫ですか？
Who the heck is that supposed to be? That's nothing like me.
私に関わらないでください。必ずやあなたに災いが降りかかることでしょう。
Well, that's mostly right. I'm pretty sure she told me to stay away.
そんな苦しんでいる君を放ってはおけない。
True, she had looked pretty bad, almost sick. I couldn't just have ignored her, so I had lent a hand.
さあ、お姫様抱っこで運んであげよう。と、アキラ様は軽々と私を抱き上げ、お姫様抱っこをしてくれたのです。キャーキャー。
Well, that's not exactly what had happened. For starters, I did not sweep her off her feet.
いけません。タタリが。
A manifestation of Tatarigami's divine powers, brought about by negative feelings within the Tatarigami. It brings misfortune upon others.
そこで私の人力が暴走し、タタリとなってアキラ様に襲いかかったのです。ゆかりさん。
Actually, she hadn't even told me her name yet at that point.
タタリが膨れ上がったその時、アキラ様はタタリごと私をきつく抱きしめてくれたんです。ああ、素敵、かっこいい。ゆかり、君は絶対俺が守る。私を愛するあまりつい呼び捨てになっちゃってますね。実に素晴らしいです。
She might be embellishing a tad, but her Genriki had started to go out of control.
抱きしめてくれた力強い腕、永遠に忘れません。
I didn't actually hug her. I just lightly put a hand on her shoulder.
とにかく私を抱きしめてくれました。その瞬間、タタリは音もなくかき消えたのです。これは一体。言っただろ、君のことは俺が守るってね。キラン。
Love at first sight, huh?
アキラ様、私の運命の人。
Music's kind of nice.
はい、出会いの回想シーンはここまで。
And now she wants to marry me. I think you might be stretching the truth too much.
多少の脚色は許してください。少なくともあの時私はそう感じたのですから。あの瞬間分かったんです。はあ、この人が私の運命の人だって。
Despite Yukari's imaginative embellishments, it was true that I had helped stop her Genriki from wreaking havoc. Any normal human would have been overwhelmed by the Tatari. But as Amanase, we were the keepers of the Kamimori Shrine. We were a little different. And I could turn this down just a hair. There we go. I couldn't just leave her like that, so I had brought her into the shrine office and, well, there they were. There we were. I hadn't expected her to fall for me, much less want to marry me.
というわけで理解していただけましたね。
Understand what exactly?
もう言わせないでくださいよ。私とアキラ様が運命の赤い糸で結ばれていることです。
Nope. No idea what she's talking about.
そうです。間違いありません。なので私たちの絆は運命で決まっていたことなんです。はい、決定事項です。
This is all happening too fast. I mean, I don't even know anything about you. I mean, I was a man just like any other, so I wasn't averse to a beautiful girl showing an interest in me. But marriage? That was something to take seriously, right? After all, she might have been a looker, but I really had no idea what she was even like.
なるほど。アキラ様は私のことが知りたいと。
Too many girls like that. Look pretty on the outside, but not on the inside.
ではでは、ぜひとも私のすべてを分かっていただきましょう。
She spoke flirtatiously, slowly bringing her hand to the neck of her clothing. Wait just a second now! What are you doing?
ですから私のすべてを包み隠さず教えてあげちゃいますね。
Good night, everybody. Whoa! I didn't mean to take your clothes off! I just want to get to know you, that's all. That being said, her shapely figure was obvious beneath her clothes. In all honesty, I wouldn't have minded getting a look at what was under there, but if I did, there would have been no turning back. She definitely was attractive, though, that was without doubt. I wasn't talking about your body, but rather your personality, your family, that kind of stuff.
わかりました。私がどれだけアキラ様のお嫁さんに最適化されているかじっくりたっぷりお教えしますね。
And so she started making her sales pitch to me. She was great with chores, versed in etiquette, and had a pretty face to match. She basically began to list all the things that people traditionally looked for in a wife.
もちろんその夜の方だってバッチリですから。
Really now? Caught up in the idea of it, I started to stare at her body. We're only 15 minutes into this game, folks. I may have been fending off her proposal, but still, I wasn't immune to her efforts. If she had come at me then, I don't know if I would have been able to stop myself.
アキラさんのエッチ。
Jeez, sorry.
いいえ、全然悪くないですよ。男子たるもの、そのくらいでなくては。
It is a curse. What way is that exactly? The thought of her reading everything that went through my head left me a bit unsettled. I guess that's one of her goddess powers. Finally, we see some goddess powers. She can live rent-free in the guy's head. Most guys would consider that an honor. Some sacred something or other deep inside of me told me I better not just accept the situation. Okay, but still, I admit you're charming and all, but marriage is not something we could just decide on the spot.
なかなかしぶといですね。では、切り口を変えます。私はあなたに運命を感じましたが、決してそれだけではないんですよ。
With a suddenly serious look on her face, she started explaining herself to me.
お気づきでしょうが、私は神様です。しかも、災いをもたらすたたり神なのです。
Tatarigami was a goddess whose Genriki powers could turn into Tatari, causing misfortune to those around them. Powerful emotions and physical contact could trigger the creation of this Tatari, regardless of the will of the goddess in question.
神森の の社にはかつてたたり神だった神様が祀られていると聞きました。私がここに来た目的はただ一つ、たたり神である自分を変えるため。
Well, this is a shrine.
神森に来れば良き神様に変われると思ったのです。そんな私の前に現れたのはアキラ様、あなたでした。あなたの先御霊には特別な力を感じます。私のたたりを抑えたのもその力の一つなのですね。
Sakimitama is the goodness within one's spirit. It's what gave the goddesses their power. We of the Monase family apparently had different Sakimitama from other people. It somehow gave us unique abilities. Yeah, you're probably right about that. The Monase Sakimitama allowed us to suppress a goddess's Jinriki. That's why we had been charged with looking after the Kamimori shrine for generations.
やっぱり
Unable to contain herself, she latched onto me.
アキラさんのおそばにいる限り、私はたたり神の力を暴走させずに済みます。私にはあなたが必要なんです。
She was actually starting to sound reasonable. If she was a Tatarigami, the best place for her was right here. Okay, I get where you're coming from, but still, that doesn't mean we need to get married. She could have her played the part of a trainee working here. She could have played the part, okay, I get it, or any number of other things instead.
そうでしょうか。裏若き乙女の身で殿方のお宅にご厄介になるわけです。それについて氏子の皆様にどう伝えるおつもりですか？神森の若様は両親の不在をいいことに女性を引っ張り込んで好き放題などと陰口を叩かれてしまいますよ。でも私がお嫁さんなら万事解決です。何形だけのものです。アキラ様は何も心配する必要ありません。
I think she's a little crazy. She knew this was where she would make her push, and she went all in on it. Her reasoning was pushing on the edge of nonsense, but was somehow still compelling.
お願いです。私を助けると思ってどうかあなたのお嫁さんにしてください。
She got down into a low bow on the floor again and asked me to take her hand in marriage. The whole situation was so ridiculous, but she seemed earnest.
やっぱりダメですか？
She looked ready to burst into tears at any second. The look in her eyes made it seem as if I was the only hope she had left. All right, fine. I couldn't just turn her down here. She was in trouble, that much was true. And as caretaker of the Kamimori shrine, I was obliged to help those in need.
アキラ様。
Okay, this is just a front. Something to give us cover for the time being. She seemed ready to leap into my arms at the first chance, but I held her back, making sure she understood. And I could already tell this is the choice that I'm going to be making when the path splits.
分かっています。分かっていますとも。
Did she really? In all honesty, I had a really bad feeling about the whole ordeal.
ようやくアキラ様の伴侶になれました。どうか末永くおそばにいさせてくださいね。
Someone was quick to forget the for the time being part. How did I end up stuck with a goddess like this? This is going to be hard to explain.
お嫁さんにしていただいたのなら関係をより明確にする必要があると思うんです。例えばそう呼び方とか。
Miss Yukari won't do.
ここはやはり呼び捨てでゆかりと愛情いっぱい込めて仲睦まじい夫婦のように。
Okay then. Yukari.
そうです。以後そのように呼び捨てにしてください。私も僭越ながらアキラさんと呼ばせていただきますね。キャーキャ
Sorry, Miss Yukari, but I just don't feel...
ー。ゆかりさんじゃなくてゆかりですよ。
Can you stop reading my mind like that? Did this mean she had powers other than the Tatari?
そういうものはありませんよ。
Great.
愛しい旦那様の考えていることくらい嫁には全部わかっているのです。
Yeah, that's really something.
すべては愛のなせる技です。尊い。
She looked ecstatic, clearly thrilled about all of this.
全部うまくいきました。今は形式的なものでもいずれ真実に変えてみせます。
Oh boy.
お嫁さん、アキラさんのお嫁さん。ああ、なんて心地よい響きなのでしょう。感極まってたたりが溢れ出してしまいそうです。
Is that a good thing? Black wisps seemed to exude from her. Calm down, Yukari, or it's going to break loose.
またゆかりと呼んでもらっちゃいました。ダメです。もう我慢できません。
Girls got at least one problem, but probably many.
お願いです、アキラさん。私のたたりを沈めて。
She held out both of her arms, asking for my embrace. I knew that by embracing her it would calm the Tatari. But was it really okay?
遅いです。時間切れ。こちらからギューってしちゃいますね。
She came right up to me and latched on. Her arms wrapped around me and she pulled her whole body tight against mine. And with that, her Genriki powers quietly faded away, leaving us behind in an embrace.
感じます。アキラさんの鼓動を。私に興奮してくれているのですね。
Anyone hugging a beautiful girl like you would be. I was unable to take my mind off the warmth of her skin pressed against mine. She was right, too. My heart was pounding, ready to explode.
ああ、そんな褒めないでください。嬉しすぎて、私、このまま永遠に筆の中に閉じ込めたくなっちゃいます。でも、そんなことしたら新婚生活を楽しめませんから、満足したらちゃんと解放してあげますね。
Girl, you're thirsty. I could sense a hint of pleasure running through me, but it was followed by worry. Was it really okay to marry her like this? She had come here seeking my aid, though. So I decided to just accept the whole situation. This was my new reality. But how was I going to explain this to people? A feeling of anxiety hung heavy on me. Well, Akira, you're screwed.
さあ、お食事ができましたよ。
Oh, congratulations, McKay. That's awesome. Platinum on Vita. Excellent. Also, welcome to the stream. A few hours had passed since Yukari had declared herself my new wife. We're only 20 minutes into the game, folks. The whole ordeal had me uneasy, but so far my fears seemed unmerited. Wow, this looks great.
おかわりもありますから、たくさん食べてくださいね。
Our marriage was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement, but her face was beaming with happiness nonetheless. Is, watching someone eat really that exciting?
それはもう私の手料理をアキラさんに食べていただき 血となり肉となるこれ以上の喜びはありません。
Nourish me. I stared at the food in front of me.
何もおかしなものは入れてませんよ。ただし私の愛情はたーんと入ってますけど。
Right. Thanks.
どういたしまして。
Maybe it had a bit too much love in it, but other than that, it seemed fine. She might be a tatarigami, but she also made an excellent cook.
アキラさんに見つめられちゃいました。
What? No, I wasn't staring.
分かっています、分かっていますとも、意識せずともつい目で追いかけてしまう。
Boys.
それくらい愛する嫁を求めているのですね。
She had a tendency to explain things in her own peculiar way, but that was about the only problem with her.
愛を感じます。アキラさんの姿勢の愛を。もちろん私も愛しています。これから永遠に嫁としてお尽くししますね。
I'd been worried about how life with Yukari would be, but so far it didn't seem like it would be so hard after all. At least I hoped as much. Later that night, like always, I slept on a futon laid out in the main hall. I had set Yukari up in the guest quarters. I was sure she was going to give me a hard time about it. I expected her to be all, a husband and wife should sleep together or something. But mercifully, she'd gone to her own quarters without a word of complaint. Good God, she's forward. Yeah, she is. She didn't even barge in on me in the shower. I had definitely thought she'd come in saying, "Let me scrub your back for you," but she had let me have my shower alone. In peace. I started feeling dumb for even worrying in the first place. Guess I'll just go to sleep then. Working at a shrine meant early mornings, so I decided to quit fretting and just get some rest. Is she infiltrating our dreams? Human bonds are built on trust. Yes, even a goddess like me has heard that. I had pulled off that spitting image of what Akira might look for in a wife, if I do say so myself.
信頼してもらっちゃいました。アキラさん、かわいいかわいいかわいい。
It was almost too easy, but I guess that's just proof of how pure he is. Brought up on holy grounds, that pure, untouched Saki Mitama had never known the vile truths of the world.
ずっと我慢してましたが、もう限界です。たたりが漏れちゃいそう。アキラさんの先見たま、ペロペロしたい。なめなめチューチューしちゃいたい。いいですよね。問題なしですよね。だってお嫁さんですもの。嫁ですもの。お嫁さん、お嫁さん、お嫁さん。私はアキラさんの可愛い可愛いお嫁さんですから。好きなだけペロペロする権利があるんです。だって嫁だから。そうです。嫁の権利なんです。すぐにあなたのゆかりがおそばに参ります。嫁として夜のお勤めを果たしにはせ参じますね。
Guys, I'm scared. I am very scared. Something or other pulled me out of my slumber. It felt like something was weighing down on me in my sleep.
寝顔もかわいい。さあ、夜のお勤めですよ。いっぱいペロペロチュッチュしましょうね。
I am scared as to what this might mean. Something soft was pressed against me, making smooching sounds. Then something tickled me. What are you doing? As I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was Yukari right there in front of me.
あら、おはようございます。お目覚めですか?
How could I sleep while you're doing that? Yukari was straddled on top of me, looking down. In the darkness of the room, I could see the glint in her eyes like a predator stalking its prey. What were you just doing?
嫌ですわ、もう。恥ずかしいことを聞かないでください。
No, seriously, I need an answer!
少しペロペロしただけです。肝心なところはこれからですから安心してくださいね。
Licking what? I'd been a little already, but now I was really starting to worry.
やっぱり私の見込んだ通りです。これだけ綺麗な咲き見たが初めてです。触れているだけでも肩が溢れ出しそうで。でもいいんですよね。大丈夫なんですよね。アキラさんなら全部受け止めてくれるんですよね。愛すれば愛するほど相手を傷つける私が愛せるのはあなただけ。真瀬アキラ様以外にはいないんです。たたりごと受け入れてくれる特別な方だからこそ私は
Yukari, I understood where her love arose from. It was the kind of feeling only a tatarigami could possess, always having to flee those they love, always being alone. How many times had she suffered through as much? The thought alone tore my heart apart.
もういいですよね。お嫁さんだからその権利があるはずですし。アキラさんの童貞いただきまーす。
Hey now.
ちょっと待った。
Who is this?
誰ですか？夫婦の営みを邪魔するとは無粋な。私よ、アキラくん。よかった。間に合ったみたいね。
Kade? I don't know who this is. Kade! Out of the thin air, a figure appeared beside us. It was... maybe it's Kaide. Kaide. Kaide? Kade? Kaide? I'll hear it pronounced. The goddess enshrined here at Kamimori Shrine. She had assisted my family in both formal and private affairs for the past 6 years. She was the shrine's deity, and the goddess I was closest to.
で、アキラくん、これはどこの馬の骨なのかしら。お姉さんに教えてくれると嬉しいんだけど。
Well, you see, it's a long story, really. But this is Yukari Amatsu. She's a tatarigami.
アキラさんの嫁です。お嫁さんですから。それにしてはかなり無理やりみたいだけど。今はちょっぴり恥じらっているだけです。すぐに私に夢中になってくれるはず。さあ、アキラさん、お待たせしました。大事に大事に守ってきたアキラさんの童貞いただいちゃいますね。
I'm 99% sure this is assault. Her arms were as slender as any other girl's, but her grip was so strong I couldn't budge. Maybe it was her divine powers or something. She didn't feel heavy, but for some reason I couldn't pull myself out from underneath her. I was in serious trouble now.
さあ、怖がらないで。痛くないですからね。気持ちよく童貞卒業しちゃいましょう。
How old is this poor guy?
愚かね。何がおかしいんです？だってあなたの望みは永遠に叶わないのだから。
Oh, is she about to drop a bombshell?
アキラくんは童貞じゃない。
There's a bombshell.
すでに私がもらっちゃってるんだか
Shocker.
ら。え、
Just, eh. The spirit was sucked right out of her.
そんなアキラさんの貴重な童貞がこんな女に奪われているだなんて。アキラさん、嘘ですよね。すでに非童貞だなんて嘘に決まってますよね。
Well, you see. Oh boy, this is going awesome.
アキラさんが否定しない。事実なんだ。やっぱり事実なんだ。
She is going to be upset.
調子に乗って嫁なんて言うから悪いのよ。さあ、アキラくん、こっちにおいでなさい。
I love how she calls him Akira-kun, which is a word for a boy. I couldn't budge Yukari a moment ago, but all of a sudden she was light as a feather. While she remained dazed, I lifted her off and fled to... I'm going to go with Keide's side.
大丈夫？おかしなことされてない？アキラくんならタタリにやられることはないと思うけど、お姉さんちょっと心配だわ。
No, I don't think so. Truth was, I had felt something. She had said she'd been looking to...
先見たまは怪我されてないみたいね。でも、やっぱりおかしな気配を感じるわ。こっちに来て、アキラくん。すぐに消毒するから。
Hopefully I hear it pronounced out loud and then I'll know how. I'm going with Keide. Keide. Huh? Keide suddenly took my lips with hers. Is she just trying to make Yukari jealous? This was her way of cleaning me up.
何をするんですか、この泥棒猫。アキラさんは私の旦那様なんですよ。泥棒猫はどっちかしらね。勝手に人の心域に入り込み、押しかけ女房面するなんて許せません。アキラさんのファーストキスが。ああ、ごめん。それも私がもらってるから。
What's Sakimitama? It's like energy. It's like the energy inside of a human. They explained this earlier. I wish I'd paid better attention, but it's an energy inside a human. Yukari is a tatarigami, which means that she has negative energy, and she's trying to get his positive energy to help cleanse herself. She had finally lost it.
私だって唇はまだだったんですよ。デザートに取っておいたのに。それは残念だったわね。でもアキラくんは私のものだから。
You think he might have mentioned all this earlier? You know, hours ago? Just a thought. Kaede made sure Yukari could see it this time.
これでよし。消毒完了ね。
Kaede. Suddenly... kiss?
ごめんね。嫌だった？
No, not at all. I just...
そう。ならよかった。アキラくんに嫌われたくないもの。
Kaede looked like she had only given the whole situation a thought after the fact and was starting to feel embarrassed by it. What about you, though? You sure you wanted to kiss the likes of me?
嫌なはずないでしょ。何？信じられないならもっとする？
These girls are thirsty in this game.
今度は消毒目的じゃなく気持ちを込めたキスしてあげるけど。
I don't know if it was Yukari who set her off, but something had clicked inside Kaide. It was as if a switch had been activated inside her.
アキラくん
She looked at me with teary eyes and drew me in close. She pressed her lips, still wet from our last kiss, into mine.
好きよあんなのに奪われるくらいなら私が許せない
Gudisanai. Oh, God. That's a bad word. Bad stuff's about to happen.
許せない許せない許せない私はお嫁さんなのに二人の絆は永遠なのに押し付けがましい愛情は迷惑なだけよそんなことないそんなことないそんなことないアキラさんは私を受け入れてくれましたお嫁さんにしてくれました私にとって唯一無二の旦那様なのに許せない
Darkness began flowing out from within Yukari. The air was dense with her Genriki, and it was taking shape as Tatari.
それで脅しているつもりでもあいにくさまこの静森楓
Kaide!
その程度のたたりに
Kaide!
ほど低俗
Got
な
it.
神格じゃないのよ
Kaide!
元たたり神の人力しかと見届けなさい
The Tatari grew yet larger and headed towards Kaide. But a pure whiteness surrounded Kaide.
静森から新たな私の支部の力神森の血をたたりで怪我させないわそんな
Yukari's Tatari collided with Kaide's power. They canceled each other out, and the blast dissipated into thin air.
どうしたのこの程度でおしまい うるさい私のお嫁さんパワーはこんなものではお嫁さんパワーがたたりなの肩払いたいわね
I love how they said the English word power. As power, anyway.
アキラくんのお嫁さんだって主張するならそれらしいことで勝負したらどういいでしょうお嫁さんに必須スキルなら誰にも負けませんほほう言ったわねどの程度か言ってごらんなさい
The two goddesses were locked in an increasingly heated battle. At least it had changed from a battle of Genriki to one of boasts and brags, but it was easily just as scary.
アッキーこっちこっち
How many girls are there that are going to be thirsting over me in this game? Three. The answer is 3. Shion? You're here too? The girl who latched onto my hand was Shion Misono, another goddess I had known for a while. She was a goddess of misfortune who came here seeking salvation, a lot like Yukari, a goddess that brings misfortune to those they possess. Known for turning people's luck from good to bad, they are hated, along with the Tatarigami. These days she had a more positive air about her, but she had once been even more dangerous than Yukari.
楓姉さんが妙な人力を感じたって大騒ぎしてさそれで一緒に様子を見に来たんだけど
And all these girls are just living here, and we didn't know about this until just now, this very moment. And now here we were. Kaide had arrived to save me from Yukari creeping up in the night, and now the two were locked in a battle of words.
あんなのに巻き込まれたらたまんないよね安全なところで見物してよっか
Shion led me away to safety, out to the reception hall. Yukari and Kaide were too busy fighting to even notice us.
アキラさんの嫁は私です嫁ったら嫁なんです
She's so cute when she pouts.
ちょっと家事ができる程度でお嫁さん面しないでちょうだいこっちは家事プラスアキラくんの隅々まで理解しているのよそれはこれからのお嫁さん活動で理解を深めますだからそんなことさせないって言ってるのア アキラくんの迷惑も顧みず嫁嫁って。そういうことならこちらは妻ね。妻として愛する夫を守り支えましょう。そんなの絶対認めません。こっちだって認められないわ。
They spat back and forth, tit for tat, and the situation continued to escalate. They were fighting only with words, but who knew how long that would last?
二人とも派手に喧嘩しちゃって。全然可愛くないし、アッキーに嫌われるだけって気づかないんだから。おバカっていうかさ。嫁とか妻ってのも一方的に言ってるだけじゃん。恥ずかしいったらあらしな。
She looks like a kid. Shion was way more relaxed than the other two. She could be troublesome and self-indulgent, but she was level-headed at times like these. You're way easier to chill with.
何それ。アッキーも私のことチンチクリンだって言いたいの？
What? No! Are you worried?
気にしちゃ悪い。
No, I mean, it's not like I don't like you.
何それ、口説いてるの？
Whoa, now killer, what? Yeah, they're all simping for him, I think, Nikkei. Lucky guy, I guess. Jeez, no!
もう釣れないな。楓姉さんとはやることやってるくせに。
Okay, well... See, that was... It was just one time, but Kaede and I had gotten close once before. It turned out to be a bad decision, however, and we never really got along the same afterwards.
わかってるけどね。でも、私だってアッキーのこと好きなんだから。
Shion...
ゆかりっちが嫁で、楓姉さんが妻なら、さしずめ私は妾ってところかな。
God, this game is earning its title, Harem indeed. Yeah, he should flee the country.
アッキーはどう思う？私のことお妾さんにしてくれる？とりあえずこれはお試しって。
She is cute. There's no Shinto deities in Costa Rica yet. Not that we know of. And just like that, she had her arms around me. And she had a small frame, way shorter than me, but she held me against her.
アッキーのことキュッてしちゃった。何やってんだろう私。でも妾に立候補するならこのくらいしなきゃ。
None of this was like her at all. I could sense how much courage she was mustering up to do this. I'd never realized how much she had longed for me.
どう？私のハグは。
I get the feeling this game would be a lot more interesting if it was more fleshed out. These games are only like 3 to 5 hours long each. I take about 6 because I read them out loud and interact with the chat and stuff. I feel like it would be interesting for this to be like a 40-hour game where you get to better meet the characters and interact with them and flesh out their characteristics and their personality and stuff before just throwing you in here. Instead of throwing you in here and having 3 girls make advances on you within an hour of gameplay. Well, for what there is... That's not what I said! She was small, but that wasn't to say that she lacked feminine features. As she latched onto me, her womanliness electrified me.
ま、今はいいか。おっぱいない方がアッキーも意識しないだろうしね。
No, that's not true! She might not have realized it, but when she pressed herself into me, my mind definitely went racing.
アッキー、それって私に好
girl throwing herself at man. Does this turn you on? Hey, come on! You don't need to say it like that.
それは反則っていうか、やだよ、恥ずかしくなっちゃうじゃん。でもいっか、結果オーライだし。いいよ、おめかけさんとして好きにさせてあげる。
What am I playing? What game am I playing? For some reason, she seemed set on the idea and entrusted her body to me.
いいよ、アッキー。童貞は楓姉さんに取られちゃったけど、私はそういうの気にしないし。
I like her little cat ears. They're adorable. Yeah, right. Exactly. If this was the other way around, he would be definitely arrested or something. He'd be in trouble at any rate. She puckered up her lips, waiting for a kiss. Shion.
So, come on. 私の80をアッキーにあげる。
She said, come on in English. So, she had never even kissed anyone before. Imagine if he kisses not one but two girls before Yukari, right in front of Yukari.
何をしているんですか、アキラさん。
Yukari. I turned to find Yukari with a fierce look of womanly rage on her face.
浮気は良くないですよ。ほら、変な金をもらったら困りますし。私は金なんて持ってないし。
Yeah, I was going to say, this girl?
シオン、あなたにも失望しました。
So, these are our picks for this game. All of them are crazy.
お姉さん、その笑顔はやばいってば。
I think I like Shion the most, though. For now. Kaide's face was grinning, but her eyes lacked any emotion. They screamed for payback.
まさかシオンがアキラ君のおめかけさんに立候補するなんて。黒いのを一気飲みです。さあ。
Huh? Suddenly, Yukari had a cup in her hand. It was full of some horrid black something or other.
さあ、ブラックコーヒーですよ。
You are rooting for the Yandir.
それコーヒーじゃないし、たたりゼル 100% にしか見えないってば。どうでしょう。栄養たっぷりなのは間違いなしですよ。
This is like at 2 in the morning, right?
シオンはもっと成長したいみたいですから。ま、本当にヤバいところだけは守ってありますから、安心して召し上がれ。何それ、困る。やめて。
To cut a long story short, the black liquid forced down Shion's throat was regular old black coffee. But Shion absolutely hated coffee, so it worked out to be just as much of a punishment as anyone could imagine. And that's how this visual novel starts. That crazy night finally came to an end. Night gave way to day, and Yukari and I sat eating breakfast.
Akira-san,
What is that? Now, you might think she was trying to get me to open my mouth so she could feed me, but actually she wanted me to feed her.
Akira-san, 早く。
Fine, sheesh.
災い転じて福となるとはまさにこのことです。にゃん、ほっぺにご飯粒がついちゃいました。キスで取って。
Oh, come on, you did that on purpose.
知りません。だって私はこんな状態なんですよ。
I gave another look at the state she was in. You sure look wrapped up tight. Oh. They wrapped her up so she couldn't make advances on him. That's funny. Her whole body was bound with ropes.
まったくアキラさんの嫁たるこの私にとんでもない仕打ちをすると憤慨しましたが
That's funny.
あの女もなかなか役に立ちますね。
After the ruckus last night, Kaede said she had to take certain measures to feel comfortable with leaving the two of us together.
それにしても何ですかこの縄は。妙な人力がこもっているせいでびくともしません。
That'd be Kaede's guardian power. I did feel bad that she'd been tied up all night. Trying to untie her, I'd even tried cutting the ropes, but nothing had worked.
これが元たたり神の実力ですか。
It's exactly what you're hoping to accomplish. She used to be a Tatarigami like you, but now she's a normal goddess.
では頭を下げて教えを請う必要がありますね。悔しいですが非常に屈辱的ですが。
You really consider her a rival, huh?
だってあの女あろうことかアキラさんの時計を盗んだんですよ。
She stole it from me!
許せません。
As her emotions rose, so did the black haze of her Tatari. Yukari, you're oozing black again.
いやん、これは失礼しました。ではではアキラさん、よろしくお願いしますね。目いっぱいのラブを込めてぎゅーっと。
Are you sure it has to be a hug? I took hold of her hand just to see. As I did, the Tatari faded away. See, this works just as well.
そんな抱っこもチューもまだしてもらってませんのに。さあ頑張りなさい私のタタリ。
You do realize this is the opposite of what you're here for, right?
でもでも
Fine, sheesh. This will have to do then. I put a hand on her head.
もしかして親愛の証なでなで。
I wouldn't read into it quite that much, but yeah, sure. I gave her a nice soft pat on the head. Her silky smooth hair felt good in my fingers.
これはなかなか良いものですね。これぞ嫁の特権。お嫁さんだからこそしてもらえるとっておきのサービス。至福です。朝から最高の気分です。
There. Not too long after that, Kaede and Shion showed up, and Yukari was freed of her bindings.
はい、これで自由の身よ。よかったわね。鬼め。ほんと楓姉さんってば容赦ないよね。そんなにアッキーのことが心配だったの？あのまま帰ったらアキラくんがどうなったと思う？蹂躙？
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
そんなことしません。ちょっと激しい運動をするだけです。
Yeah, that's it. That's another way of putting it.
ほらやっぱり。だからこそこの陰獣を放置できないのよ。陰獣ってアキラくん、一応聞いておくけど彼女を追い出すつもりはないのよね。
No, I'm not. Sorry, Kaede. If I cast Yukari out, there would be nowhere for her to go. True, she did have a way of stirring up trouble, but if I kicked her out, things would definitely be much worse.
アキラさん。
Hey! Jeez, relax already. The way she liked to latch onto me was really wearing me out. She might be a goddess, but she was also a beautiful girl living under my roof. That kind of thing can make a man's mind run wild.
見ましたか？これぞ愛。ア キラさんが嫁の私に捧ぐ真の愛情なのです。はいはい、そういうのはいいから離れて離れて。いやんです。今離れたら世界は滅びます。
You mean because of your tatari?
いえ、そういうつもりでは。アキラさんがいるこの美しい世界を滅ぼすなんてあるはずないじゃないですか。
Uh-huh. She was still latched onto me while she spoke and showed no sign of letting go. Kaide and Shion tried to wrench her off, but gave up after not too long.
いくらアキラくんが優しいからってそれにつけ込んじゃダメよ。
Why not?
まあ私もゆかりっちと似たノリでアッキーに拾われた口だから強く言えないけどね。そうだったんですか。
Yeah, so you see, I can't just go treating you better than everyone else, Yukari. I plan on treating everyone here as equals. I was the sort of person who offered a hand to help anyone in need. I've heard it runs in the family. My father was the same, and his father before him, on and on through the generations.
私たちはそんなアキラくんが好きだから考え方を変えてもらおうとは思わない。でもこのまま見過ごすこともできないのよ。自称お嫁さんが何をしでかすかわからないから。
What are you going to do then?
アキラくんがこの子を追い出すつもりがないのなら私とシオンもここに住ませてもらいます。
3 girls with mega crushes on the guy all living together? Oh, I see this as an absolute win.
嫁の暴走は妻と妾が2人がかりで食い止めるからね。そんなことされたらアキラさんと私のイチャイチャ新婚ライフが。
That's the point.
だからそういうことはさせないって言ってるの。わかった？
Yep.
わからない、わかりたくない。とにかくそういう決定だから納得しなくていいけど理解しなさい。
And that was that. Things were settled. Just as I was about to pose my own thoughts, Kaide beat me to the punch.
これでよかったかしら。きっとアキラくんのためにもなると思うんだけど。
Yeah, sure. But could I just say a word or two about a couple things, though?
特に妻のところとかね。
Oh, shots fired.
そうです。人のことをとやかく言っておきながら自分だってどさくさに紛れて妻宣言してるじゃないですか。でも嫁宣言に対抗するならやっぱり妻かなって。姉さんに対抗して私も妾宣言しちゃったしね。改めて考えれば勝手すぎることよね。アキラくんに無断でその迷惑だったかな。もちろん迷惑です。さあアキラさん、すぐ追い出しましょう。そして二人きりになりましょう。素敵な愛の巣作りをするんです。
This game is a thirst trap. I told you already, I'm going to treat you all the same. But, you know, I won't object to just a hug or something now and again.
ってことはイチャイチャ OK ですか？解禁ですか？やったー。ちょっと待って、それって私たちもいいってこと？
It wouldn't be fair if only Yukari could, right? Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, Shion.
嫌じゃないって。イチャイチャ大歓
That was quite the bounce.
迎。もちろん姉さんも OK だよね。私はその人前でなければアキラくんとそういうこと。そういうことってどういうことですか？具体的に説明してくださいね。言えるわけないでしょ、恥ずかしい。 二人っきりで恥ずかしいことする宣言ですか？三中平等なんですよね。さあ、今すぐ二人きりになりましょう。そしてめくるめく愛の奇跡を描きましょう。
Would you all just calm down? I know I shouldn't have yelled, but it wasn't even noon yet. You'd think goddesses would have a little more self-control. A guy like me needed time to take it all in. Opening credits. Here we go. Oh, good lord, what was that? Really came out of nowhere. One-sided love, what a name for a song. What is this? This is a lot more than the other two games. Wow, I guess we really did save the best for last, huh? Okay. The rice harvest season is almost on us again. The ears of rice were dancing in the fall winds. It was the very picture of the autumn harvest.
秋祭りももうすぐね。お祭りか。今年はどんなことするのかな。
The annual festivities of Kamimori Shrine were always lavish. The shrine grounds my family looked after were part of a branch. The main shrine was in the center of town. Kamimori's fall festival was held at the main shrine, and it was always packed with visitors every single year.
それはいいとして、どうしてアキラさんまで来る必要があったのですか?
We all came out together, but Yukari didn't seem pleased. Never hurts to have a man around to help with a move, right?
ごめんね。楓姉さんだけならともかく、私の荷物はいっぱいあるから。
They're shooting off fireworks now. They got another 2 days, but there they are, fireworks. And also the sun is still up for another 4 hours.
ゆかりさんこそ行きたくないなら残っていても構わなかったのよ。夫あるところ嫁ありですから、どこまでもアキラさんに付き従うのみです。ゆかりっち、ストーカー気質だね。ストーカーとは一方的な愛情を抱く者のこと。仲睦まじい夫婦には無縁の言葉です。
I think she's a little delusional.
やっぱりストーカーで合ってるじゃん。
Uh-huh. Getting called out stirred Yukari's Genriki into action.
ストーカーじゃないもん。
And just like that, her black Genriki power was set free. Better get that under control, lady.
いきなりたたりってあれなんともない。
It had looked like the Tatari had moved to attack Shion, but she was completely unfazed. Was that a dud or something?
シオン上上え
Eh. A metal bucket appeared above Shion and crashed down on her head. The girl materialized an anvil out of thin air. It's amazing. What was that even doing here? Before I could guess, it was suddenly gone. Was that part of your tachari?
どうでしょう。たたりの内容は選べませんから。
More fireworks. She had a completely untroubled look on her face. One that almost said, "That was nothing."
ひどいよ、たらいなんて。でも、たらいで済んでよかったわ。彼女のたたりが強ければ、鉄洗いだった可能性も。それはやばいね。頭くしゃったよ。
That's not a sight I would want to see.
きっとそんな結末にはなりませんよ。私には愛しい旦那様がいますから、こうしておそばにいる限り、たたりは軽減されるのです。
Yukari grabbed my arm as if to taunt the others. Hey, you don't have to press your chest into me like that.
可愛い嫁からの大サービスです。
Yeah. She wasn't holding back. All sorts of signals were shooting through my brain.
なら、可愛い妻からも大サービスしちゃおうかな。
Not to be outdone, Kaide pressed herself into me from the other side. Yeah, that's something I hear every day.
どうかしら。決して彼女に引けを取るものではないはずだけど。楓姉さん大胆。
You should just get all three of them.
どうして今までこれをしなかったのか、私的には不思議でしょうがないよ。それはアキラくんを取られたくないから。つまり私のお嫁さん宣言がなければアキラさんに求婚できないようなヘタレだと。そうよ、ヘタレで悪かったわね。
I never expected her to just up and admit it. Kaide always seemed so strong and dependable. I never would have thought otherwise.
ねえ、アキラくん、ヘタレなお姉さんで失望しちゃった？
Of course not. It's more like I got to see a wonderful new side of you. I can't tell you how many guys I hug a guy and he says, OMG, your breasts are against me. Yeah, that's a totally normal thing that people say with words. It was almost refreshing seeing her like this. It excited me.
私も押し付けてるのに、そっちの方がいい雰囲気です。私にはアキラさんしかいないのに、やっと見つけた私だけの旦那様なのに。おーい、またたたりが漏れそうになってるよ。ごめんなさい、つい。
Latching onto me isn't enough to stop it? You'd better get a little closer. She had been clinging pretty close anyway, but I drew her in and held her tighter.
アキラさん。
Let's just take things slow, shall we?
はい。
Oh, I wonder what that says. Eh. Okumiyami. Okimiyami, I guess. Miyame. As we made our way through the golden sea of rice fields and out to the konyaku fields, the scenery changed dramatically. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that mountain.
何ですか？ここは。
That over there is the Shinju Forest. The Kamimori rear shrine is right in the middle of it. The rear is right in the middle. English is awesome.
私と楓姉さんはあそこに住んでるんだよ。今は。
I saw Kaide's expression darken ever so slightly. They lived a normal life out there now, but things hadn't always gone so smoothly.
あそこに住む？ そこは
You can tell something's off.
あの地の得意さは神様でなくともわかるはずです。だってあそこは時が止まっているから。
We were right in the middle of fall and its foliage, but the forest was still stuck in midsummer. The endless summer was a sign of its holy sanctity. Once, this forbidden forest had acted as a barrier to seal away Kaide, its resident Tatsumikami.
さあ行くわよ。今日中に引っ越しを終わらせるんだから。
Kaide took the lead, gallantly striding toward the midsummer shrine. We followed behind, heading into the forest. Yukari held her nose, as if she walked into something. Yukari? What's the matter?
どうしても何も。
Ah, because she's still attached to Tagami. It's like a one-way wall.
この結界、私を拒んでるじゃないですか。あ、そっか。ゆかりちたたり神だもんね。ごめんなさいね。ここは神域だから悪しきものは入れないようにしているの。差別です。こんなのはんまりです。そういう仕様なのよ。諦めてここでしばらく待っててね。そんな。
We left Yukari behind and made our way into the Shinju forest. Before long, we arrived at the rear shrine. Having a bit of a transition problem, I guess. Wow, the rear shrine was the most holy of places at Kamimori Shrine. At least it was supposed to be, but right now, it didn't look it.
呆れたでしょ。ひどい散らかしっぷりよね。だってアッキーが来るなんて思ってなかったもん。
That's fair. That's fair. How many of you only clean the house because you think someone's going to come visit? The place was very clearly divided into a neat zone and messy zone. As you might expect, the messy part was all Shion, and the organized part was Kaide's.
普段から片付けないからこういう目に遭うのよ。この際だから徹底的にきれいにしなさい。一人じゃ無理だよ。ねえ、アッキー手伝って。
My mistress calls to me, you see.
却下ね。妻として厳しく接します。
His wife, his better half, and his mistress. Today, in this Harem visual novel, we are going to discuss Hannah Arendt's banality of evil.
そんな。
Shion ended up having to clean up and pack all by herself. It was probably for her own good anyway. You've already kept things organized here, Kaide.
このくらい普通よ。シオンが飛び抜けてズボラなだけだから。
Yeah, true. I'm no neat freak myself, but keeping things clean and tidy is part of the job when you're tending a shrine. Without a doubt, Shion was the odd one out, a complete mess of a goddess. You sure it was okay not letting Yukari in here? I didn't say anything earlier, but I knew the truth. That whole barrier was part of Kaide's power, and she could control it at will.
意地悪だったって思うよ。
No. You wouldn't do that for no reason, right?
アキラくんにはお見通しみたいね。そうよ。あの子のいないところであなたと話がしたかったの。
She led me away to the back of the shrine. Shion was too busy cleaning to notice us leave. Oh my god!
アキラくん。
She closed the distance between us and then took my arm and latched onto it. Kaide?
いいからじっとして。これは必要なプロセスなのだから。
Twitch, don't look, don't look. She spoke with conviction, but I had no idea what she meant.
ごめんなさい。戸惑っているでしょ。
Well, no. Just thinking of where my arm was right now had my head spinning. That bust of hers was obvious even through her outfit, and right now I could feel it pressing up against my arm as she moved closer.
ゆかりさんが来て、いきなり嫁にしてくれって言われて。
And it did something to her.
その上、私が妻で、シオンが妾だもんね。アキラくんが困惑するのも当然だわ。
Oh, that. Yeah. No, never mind. I couldn't think straight with that soft feeling on my arm. But apparently that wasn't what this talk was about.
アキラくんも知っての通り、私はご両親にあなたを託されているのよ。
That's why she calls him Kun.
大事な跡継ぎの息子さんが堕落したなんてとても報告できないわ。だからあなたには気持ちを強く持ってほしいの。ゆかりさんの誘惑に屈することなく心身を清く保ち続けるように。
Keep your thoughts pure and clean as I force you to fondle my voluptuous person. Oh my gosh. She spoke passionately, and her grip grew stronger. We were now so close I could almost feel her heartbeat.
そうは言ってもあなたは若く健康だもの。肉欲に全てを委ねたくなる気持ちもわかるわ。だからね、これはあくまで提案なのだけど、どうしても我慢できなくなったらまたあの日みたいに私を求めていいんだよ。
She looked at me with a fire in her eyes. This was no joke. She meant it. She truly wanted to continue what we started back on that day. What did we start that day? Her face burned bright red. It was clear that she had gone beyond her normal boundaries to say this. You're really struggling with this, huh?
そうよ。無理してるわよ。
Yeah, kind of feels like that, huh, McKay? Except they're all girls going after this poor guy.
こんな恥ずかしいことアキラくんにしてるんだから。
She was now red all the way down to her neck. Oh, just there? But she still hadn't let go of my arm. It was clear that she was ready to see this through.
いいから。ほら、遠慮しないで。ここ大好きだったでしょ。
I found my palms on her breasts, and she pushed them into my hands.
柔らかい？
They are. Yeah. What am I playing? What is this game anymore?
でもいいのよ。ほら、もっと触って。
If you insist. Trying to keep my cool as best as I could, I gave them a squeeze. Wow. This is... She was still fully clothed, but the sensation was so overpowering it made me gulp.
どうかしら。彼女より大きいと思うんだけど。
Just pure jealousy, I guess that's all this is. Of course they were. Yukari wasn't flat-chested by any means, but Kaede had volume on a whole different level.
アキラくんの妻なんだから、いつでもこういうことしていいんだよ。
Never? That was the best news I'd heard in a while. Man, the horns are getting to my man. I was already at the edge of my wits.
ゆかりさんだって触らせてくれると思うけど、そういうことは
I thought we were going to be
私だけが
treating them all equally. What happened to that?
私なら、ご両親公認なわけだし。
So that's where this was going. My parents being who they are, they'd probably only meant it as a joke.
どうする？もし、アキラくんが望むなら、その先だって。
Well, not here. Not like this, right? Shion could stumble upon us any second. I might have been losing control, but even I couldn't handle Shion being there watching. Why not? She'd probably join in.
じゃあ、
As much as I'd like that. We're on Twitch right now. Never stopped some people before. One more time, she pressed my hands into her chest. Her eyes told me to have my fun.
恥ずかしいけど、私頑張るから。あの子への抑止力になるように。
Three girls trying to outdo each other in horns? What could go wrong?
アキラくん好みの妻になってみせるからね。
We'd finished moving in all their stuff and finally had a chance to settle down. And conveniently, it was right about lunchtime. Kaede offered to treat us to some of her home cooking. Restraining orders. So many restraining orders. Yeah, for real.
何これ？冷蔵庫の中身が空っぽなんだけど。
Did Yukari eat everything?
そっかそっか。アッキーは自炊しない派か。インスタント最高。私と同じだね。
Don't go lumping me in with you like that.
違うの？冷蔵庫が調味料置き場になってるのね。
It wasn't just condiments. I had drinks and stuff too.
すみません。すべて嫁の私が至らないばかりに。およよ。でもゆかりっちがここに来たのって昨日なんでしょ？
Shion's nice. I like all of them. God. I think I like Shion the most though. She's so nice and pretty and cute. Not desperate like the other two.
そうです。でもゴージャスなディナーを振る舞ったせいで食材をすべて使い切ってしまったんです。
Okay, I want to make sure that I understand this correctly. So desu. That's right. So desu. Yeah, it's like, yes, that's right. Of course, like it's like an affirmative. That's what I thought.
なるほど。そういうわけね。はあ、夫に恥をかかせてしまいました。ダメな嫁に罰をお与えください。さあ。
You could sense the excitement in her voice as she looked my way.
何？そういうのもいけるの？ありだと思っています。何事も経験してみないことには。ということで、罰としてお尻ペンペンの刑を。
What am I playing? I chose this game. I reached out to my bosses 2 months ago and said, Boss, I know what I want to play on Sundays. I want to play through LoveKami Trilogy. This was my idea. This was all my idea. Nah, I don't really blame you for this.
では、ご褒美ということで、よろしくお願いします。
Right here in front of the other two.
いやいや、それはさすがにないでしょ。
Agreed. Even Shion had had enough of Yukari's hijinks.
わかったわ。叩いてあげるから、歯を食いしばってね。あなたに頼んでません。私はアキラさんから愛の長着を受けたいんです。
This is going to end up being like a polyamorous relationship, isn't it? Where all 4 of them are doing stuff with each other. That's what's going to end up happening. No, I can't. I am not gonna play that on Twitch.
妻として代理で汚れ仕事を請け負うだけよ。汚れ仕事だって。
I love Shion.
私のお尻は汚れてません。とっても綺麗で清潔です。わかった。じゃあ叩くから。行くわよ。アキラさん、助けて。
Fleeing from Kaide, Yukari latched onto me from behind.
やっぱり私の居場所はここです。アキラさんとくっついていないと正常に保てません。
You can cling on all you want, but Kaide still got that death stare on you.
こら逃げるな。戻ってきなさい。
Yeah.
怖い怖い。やっぱり生涯の伴侶に選ぶなら私みたいにか弱い女の子ですよね。
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, McKay. Like, the girls are totally out of line, but it's also kind of adorable, you know?
あなたのどこがか弱いのよ。どっちもどっちって感じだよね。ということで、ここは消去法で私なんてどう？
Makes sense.
嫁とか妻はいろいろめんどくさいけど、妾なら後腐れなくお手軽にイチャイチャできると思うよ。
I see no flaws in that logic. You're really good at squeezing yourself in like that, huh, Shion?
世渡り上手ってだけだよ。
And with that, she came right up to me. Just close enough to be comfortable, but not bothersome. It was just like her. Since there was nothing to cook with, we decided to go out grocery shopping.
お待たせ、アキラくん。準備できたわよ。
Wow, that's some outfit.
私服の私ってばどう？かわいい、キュンってしちゃった。
How is Shion so cute? How does she get even cuter? You both look great. I've only ever seen you in your goddess garb, so this is kind of refreshing.
そうですか？ちょっと地味じゃありません？それより、どうしてその格好のままなの？神社周辺ならともかく、外に出るなら着替えなさい。私はこの装束に誇りを持ってるんです。アキラさんだってこの姿の私を好きだって言ってくれましたし。
Yeah, it looks good on you. But I think you should get changed too. The other two were dressed down, so it felt weird having Yukari still done up all goddess-like.
着替えないならあなただけお留守番だけどどうする？着替えますもうアキラさんったらいつもとは違うビューティーな嫁が見たいって素直に言ってくれたらよかったのに。
Akira, this is all your fault.
着替えるのはいいけど服持ってるの？ああ。
Yukari had shown up at the shrine with basically nothing to her name. Of course she didn't have a change of clothes.
残念。服ならアキラさんのがありますからそれを借ります。アキラさんのシャツをこの私がまさに一心同体抱きしめられているかのよう。
Sorry to interrupt, but I don't think that's gonna fly.
じゃあ買います。売ってください。そういう問題じゃないでしょ。よければ私の服貸そうか？
Will it fit?
鼻で笑ったな。どうせ私はちっこいですよ。
I mean, will it even fit? Let's just calm down, Shion. You're fine. A quick pat on the head, and she calmed down again.
こら、そこで何しちゃってるんですか？なでなでとか、アキラさんのなでなでは私だけのものなのに。
It's just head petting, not heavy petting.
よし、ゆかりさんには私の服を貸すわ。シオンをこのまま放置するよりマシだから。悪いけどお借りしますね。サイズもそんなに違わないと思いますし。
Yeah, that makes more sense.
でもその前に
Yukari's mood was quickly turning black.
余計な邪魔はしないでくださいよ。
しょうがないわね。ほどほどにしときなさい。
アキラさんに甘えるなんて100年早い。あ、また上からたらいが。
Shion's eyes darted upward, but nothing seemed to miss up above.
なんだ、不発感。
Wait for it.
ベロカだ。
Just when she thought the Tatari had missed, it came back to bite her in the tongue. It could have just been a coincidence, but it felt too perfectly timed for that. Wait, was that the Tatari? It was a pretty trivial happening, but it was so on point, too. Intrigued, I turned my gaze Yukari's way, and...
噛み切ればよかったのに、噛み切ればよかったのに、噛み切れ、噛み切れ、噛み切れ、噛み切れ、噛み切れ、噛み切れ。
Was she trying to conjure up a curse? She was definitely mumbling troubling things over and over again. Volcanoes, tornadoes, tsunamis, biting off your tongue, stepping on a Lego, wet socks. Seeing her like that was a solid reminder that she was indeed a Tatarigami.
ま、許容範囲ってとこかしらね。
私ばっかりたたり食らってる気がする。
Poor Shion. Just for all this trouble, I really want to pick Shion when the path splits. So, Yukari borrowed some clothes from Kaede, and we all headed back out to go shopping.
あの女の服なんて嫌で嫌でたまりませんでしたが、装束を脱ぎ捨ててアキラさんと触れ合うとまるで普通の男女のように見えますね。そうです。神様と人の許されざる関係ではなく、ありふれた夫婦としてアキラさんとデートしちゃうんです。
Don't look too far into this.
素敵。興奮しすぎてもう震えが止まりません。
なら無理しないで社務所で待ってる？
そうそう。アッキーのことは私と楓姉さんに任せれば安心だから。
Also, I think Shion's the cutest. Who do you guys think is the cutest of these three? Kaede, Shion, or
そん
Yukari?
なの安心できますか？
Yukari kind of reminds me of, man, what's her name from If My Heart Had Wings? Kotori. She kind of reminds me of her like this. The white dress and the black hair.
もう油断も隙もないですね。ここはつかず離れず、アキラさんのおそばにいなければ。
God, I loved If My Heart Had Wings. She snuck right up to me and slid her arm through mine for all to see.
ゆかりっちずるい。さあ、参りましょう。
The place I always went shopping was a 30-minute walk from the shrine. We were certainly taking our time, but it wasn't all that bad. Fair enough, McKay. You gotta do what you gotta do. Not here to judge. Here we are. This is the little place I always shop at.
商店ですか？
Yukari
was a little puzzled at my choice of words.
商店っていうより直売所だよね。
まあまあ、私たちにとっては一応最寄りの商店だから。
観光客向けの休憩所兼売店という感じでしょうか。
Hey, you can get pretty much everything here. Fresh vegetables, meat, even fish. Although I'm sure Akira can offer some quality meat back at the shrine for all three of these ladies, if you know what I'm saying. They even had most daily necessities. It was more convenient than most convenience stores.
ゆかりっちは知らないみたいだけど、田舎の観光地は大体こういう感じなんだよ。
These little stands started out selling local produce along with more touristy goods. They grew up from there to almost become little markets in their own right. If you head down into Kamimori City, where the main shrine is, there are much bigger stores.
とにかく食材を買うならここが一番なんだよ。
おお、シオンちゃん、いいこと言ってくれるね。
Oh my god, there's a guy's voice in these games.
丸沼のおっちゃん、こんにちは。今日はいいの入ってる？おすすめは
そうだな。柿なんていいのが入ってるぜ。ほら、味見してみな。
何？あんがとうおっちゃん。
Mr. Mr. Marunuma cut up some persimmon? Do I know what that is? Anyway, and not just for Shion, but for all of us.
甘いですね、この柿。
サイズも立派よね。さすが丸沼さんだわ。
いやー、楓様にお褒めいただくとは嬉しいね。
He was lax around Shion, but in front of Kaede, he'd put on his best manners. They look like orange tomatoes, but they're very sweet, a kind of fruit. Okay. I'll have to look into them.
どういうことですか？
Well, she's a special goddess to the people of Kamimori. She'd been here ever since she was a Tatarigami. Everyone had known her through the good times and the bad.
では、シオンさんは？
Shion hasn't been here as long. People know she's a goddess, but that's about it. The residents of Kamimori were well aware that Kaede had been a Tatarigami, but none of them knew what kind of goddess Shion was.
じゃあ、この大きい柿を一皿と、あと野菜とお肉と、それから。
I'm guessing she's a Nekokami, cat goddess.
必要なものは私が選ぶから、シオンは金額交渉をお願いね。おーい、おっちゃん、いっぱい買うから安くしてよね。
Shion got along best with the people here, showing off a side of herself I rarely saw anywhere else. Thanks to her haggling skills, we got lots of groceries for a great price.
そうだ、アキラ君。ケンジのやつはしばらく戻ってこないのかい？
Not for a while, it seems. He said he'd be back for New Year's, though.
そっか、そいつは参ったな。
どうしたの、おっちゃん。
いやー、そろそろ秋祭りだろ。やっぱり神森様抜きでやらないとダメかって。
The annual festival wasn't only held at the main shrine, but also out here at the other branches, too. It was nowhere near the same size, but for the local people, it was an important celebration of the harvest. Sorry, but I just don't think I could do it without my parents around.
いや、しょうがないさ。今年は白糸のもみじ祭りだけってことにしとくよ。でも弱ったな。うちら年寄りはいいけど、若い衆にとっては貴重な出会いの機会だから。
それはどういうことでしょうか？
なんだい、あんたは知らないのか？上森神社の秋祭りで告白した男女は末永く幸せでいられる。そういう言い伝えがあるんだぜ。
Well, we got some decisions to make then, huh? Yeah, we definitely got a transition issue. That's fine. These are the Shiraito Falls, Kamimori's most popular tourist spot. Shiraito. Since we'd come all this way, we decided to visit the falls. They were only 5 minutes away. This time of the year, lots of tourists came out to enjoy the red leaves. So, you back on Earth with us yet, Space Cadet?
ごめんなさい、アキラさん。ちょっと考え事をしていました。村人たちが待ちに待った豊作の祭りを今年だけ中止にするなんてかわいそうだなって。
She seemed genuinely sad for them. Yeah, I know how you feel. It wouldn't be impossible for me to hold the festival myself, but I was still in training. Pulling it off all alone would put a little too much weight on my shoulders.
でも先ほどの丸沼市の話を聞いてしまうと、
おっちゃんお祭り大好きだからね。
氏子の皆さんの笑顔を見るのは私にとっても喜びだから。アキラさん、なんとかならないでしょうか。
Wow, would you look at that? She actually has feelings. She actually has empathy for other people. Character development. Who would have known?
というか、ぜひやるべきです。やりましょう。毎年恒例の秋祭りを中止にするなんて絶対ダメです。だって村の若い男女の出会いの場なんですよ。恋する二人が末永く幸せになれちゃうんですから。そうです。伝統を守るということで、私もアキラさんに告白して正式なお嫁さんとして周知徹底を。
ゆかりっちはやっぱそれが狙いなんだ。
そうです、そうですともいけませんか。恋する乙女はなりふり構っていられないんです。
Okay. The whole way home, I thought about nothing but the festival. I could just picture the disappointed looks on our visitors' faces. Hey, so, if I were to say I wanted to do the whole fall festival thing, would you all help me out?
もちろんです。アキラさんの望みなら嫁としてお手伝いします。私もサポートするわよ。普段はなるべく口を出さないようにしてるけど、今回ばかりはご両親の代理として協力させてもらうわ。
私もいいよ。いつも迷惑かけちゃってる分、こういう時くらい村のみんなに恩返ししないとね。
迷惑かけているんですか。
いや、まあ無意識にだけどね。ほら、私ってば貧乏神だし。
貧乏神。
Yukari immediately drew away from her at that revelation.
あれ、まだ言ってなかったっけ。私は貧乏を司る神様なんだよ。
Zero evidence of that this whole game, I'll point out.
通りで貧相な体をしているはずです。
Hey!
貧相じゃないし、私のボディは貧乏神とは無関係だ。
I think Shion's cute.
なるほど。ではあなたは人力とは関係なく残念ボディなのですね。
そうだよ。悪かったな。
She might not have had the volume the other two did, but she wasn't that bad.
とにかく私は貧乏神だから、知らず知らずに接した相手を貧乏にしちゃってるわけ。
Her divine powers weren't all that different from those of a Tatarigami. She couldn't control it of her own free will, it just happened around her. And she hated that. So she had run away and wound up here.
そんなわけだから、たまにはみんなのために何かするのも悪くないかなってね。だからアッキーがお祭りをやるなら私も手伝うよ。
私も同じよ。ゆかりさんは。もちろんアキラさんの望みが私の望みです。
Uh-huh.
そういうことじゃなくて、あなた自身がどう思ってるかを教えて。私もお祭りがしたい。そしてアキラさんと幸せになりたい。
Everyone expected that answer, but no one called her out on it. Reasons aside, she seemed determined.
いいよね。私もおっちゃんたちの前でカミングアウトしちゃおうか
な。なら私も。これもいい機会だしね。なるほど。私に勝負を挑むつもりですね。いいでしょう。返り討ちにして差し上げます。
And like always, the three of them were working to outdo each other. But their competition would certainly translate into an exciting festival. That settles it then. Let's have us a festival. I'm counting on you three. All right, that seems like a good stopping point. Let's stop there. Just as soon as it lets me save.
ここで手早くくるっと巻いて、よいしょ。
Save a spot right here. And go back to the title. All right. That was day 1 of LoveKami Healing Harem. Wow, what a thirsty game. Woo! So, undoubtedly next time we're going to have to pick which of these 3 we're going to stick with. We'll see what happens between here and there, but I'm leaning towards Shion. She's so cute! Anyway, I'll be back on Tuesday to play something else. I'll be back next Friday to continue my playthrough of this game. Thank you, Mickey-chan, for being here. Shout out to the lurkers and shout out to everyone watching this on YouTube. That'll bring today's stream to an end. On behalf of East Asia Soft, I have been Skull. Have yourselves a great day and a great week, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.